today what we're going to be doing is giving college advice. We've got a couple questions from Instagram, and to celebrate, because we're about to get turned, Taryn. Like if we sat down in front of this and there was like a million people would watch this.
What did you do? It's weird.
Wait, can we all have them in our mouth and then say something
Say like,
together?
what's up? Or welcome back. Welcome to the vlog. Welcome to the vlog. Welcome to the vlog. So today we're going to be giving college advice, and here, let's open this up first. I know you guys are thirsty. You want?
Is that all I get?
Yeah, that's it. Cheers. Okay, so all of us have had very different college experiences. I'm gonna let everybody like go around and like tell like where they went and like what their major was and what kind of they're involved in, because all of us have done like very different things. So I was an athlete. Zoe was involved in like a non-profit thing. Molly was a
intramural star.
Taryn was in a sorority, and Sophie hasn't gone to school yet. But everybody's gonna go around and say what they do, and so you guys can get like a feel of what we've been involved in. You can kind of like relate to these people.
In our major.
Yeah, in our major and stuff. So, Molly.
I go to Georgia College. My major is currently Spanish with a minor in public health, but I'm thinking about changing it to education or rhetoric. I had a good experience. I knew a lot of people from my church who went there. There's a house church there that is kind of connected to my church, so I liked going to that. And then there were also some other ministries that I enjoyed going to. I also did intramural softball. That was fun. Co-ed, might I add.
Ooh.
Yes.
Boys.
So that's your experience?
Yeah, it was a good experience. I'm ready to go back, but also I'm sad that summer is coming to an end.
Zoe?
I go to the University of Georgia, and I love it. I really didn't want to go to a big school at first, but I love it so much, and I could not imagine being anywhere else. Go Dogs. I'm a computer science major and a French minor. I lived in the French living community last year, where you have to speak French.
Je m'appelle?
Je m'appelle Zoe.
Oui.
And
Bonjour.
Croissant.
Eclair. Is that French?
I don't know.
I work at the Outdoor Rec Center at UGA, so I like lead camping trips and stuff like that. I was involved in, and then this year I'm leading a nonprofit called Athens PBJs, and it's just a community between the homeless and the non-homeless in Athens.
You guys have kind of followed my college experience, so you know that I go Francis Marion University, and I'm an athlete. I play college softball, and then I also work for the athletic department, making videos for them. So I've been able to like connect with all the other athletes. So that's been kind of a cool experience that I've had. Oh, and my major is nursing. So I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Woo! Woo!
I go to Samford University in Birmingham, Alabama. My major is Communication Sciences and Disorders, which just sounds very technical. I also have a minor in Spanish. I got involved in a sorority.
Wow, Molly, that is loud.
I'm a co-treasurer for the club volleyball team.
I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that either.
Yep.
Why didn't you share that with us?
I know,
Did
she
you?
literally
I feel like
started
you
the
did.
club volleyball team this past semester, and I didn't learn till yesterday at Publix.
Sophie, what do you do?
I just graduated high school.
Round of applause, please.
Thank you. Good job.
But in about 10
Thank you.
days of like today, I will be moving Belmont University in
Woo!
Nashville,
Yeah!
where I will be studying nursing
Woo!
and hopefully becoming a labor and delivery nurse.
So many plans, so many promises for the future. So we have a couple questions from Instagram, and I just want to get everyone's opinion about these and just share your knowledge with these people. We're going to have Sophie ask the questions because she needs our help.
I need all the help I can get.
Being an incoming college freshman.
Okay, first question. How long did it take you to adjust to the workload?
Got a starter? Anyone? That sounded really aggressive. Anyone?
The workload wasn't that big of a change for me, like right off the bat. It was hard for me to balance softball and like the workload at the same time and having a job, because it all like came really fast at once. But like it wasn't that hard to find a balance once I got like in the groove of things. And for me, it made a big difference. Also, playing softball, we were required to have study time. That helped me learn how to balance it. And now like I kind of have a groove of my own.
For me, it took probably first semester, after first semester, because I never really tried in high school ever, like at much at all. In college, I realized I did, and I never had to before. So it took me realizing that the results will not be as good as they were in high school if I keep not trying.
Our high school was definitely a homework heavy school, so I felt like I learned when I was in high school about the workload.
Did you not think so?
Okay, you just said you didn't try.
Yeah.
So
I agree with you, Molly. I thought.
me and Liberty spent hours on FaceTime studying for those tests that we had.
Did you really not do any? I think our high school prepared us very
Yeah.
well.
So anyway, I did have to, like, I prepared myself mentally before I got there, I think, and I was like kind of worried that college was going to be too hard for me. But then when I got there, I was like, oh, this is doable. So like just like getting into the actual groove of when classes are and stuff, which was probably about a month, I would say, then I was okay because I kind of knew what was going on.
I always just tried to like make myself go to the library for like 2 hours and like sit through the pain of studying and everything, and then I can do whatever I want because you have a lot of time and there's not as much work if you just stay on it. Which I worked too hard in high school.
No pain, no gain.
So
Yo.
equals freedom.
Yeah.
If you work, like actually work
yeah.
from 9 to 5 during your school day, then like that's probably enough. If you're actually working the whole time and like treat it like that whole block of time is for work, then that's probably enough.
What to bring to college, like everyday essentials.
What I have is a folder, a notebook, and a pen, and a laptop.
Don't buy your books until
Syllabus day.
or later.
Yeah, you don't need anything except for maybe a laptop on the first day of class. So like don't over prepare and buy all your school supplies before. You don't need to do that. Just like
Yeah.
go to Walmart or something after and buy some pencils and things.
Yeah, freshman year, I bought all my books before, and like everything, I was like, I'm going to my first day of school. But like, I didn't need half the books, so like, I wasted a lot of money. So definitely wait until you have your first day of class, because unless the professor sends you an email before, you don't need your textbook
Yeah.
the first day of class. Some places you do need to read before, but usually.
You need a backpack,
Oh
Yeah.
Shut up.
practical tip.
And a cool first day of school outfit.
Yeah.
What did you wear your first day of school? I wore blue tailored shorts and a white top. That white top with the like tie on the side
Yeah.
that I have.
I wore a Francis Marion softball t-shirt and athletic shorts.
Is it okay to wear like Nike shorts and t-shirt the first
Yes.
day?
Yes.
It's okay to wear that every day.
Every day.
I
You
can
can
wear
wear
that
pajamas.
every day after that.
I think I wore jeans and like a normal shirt.
Jeans in August in Villageville.
Crazy.
I'm the kind of person who like wears jeans or sweatpants to a movie theater because I don't want to get the germs all over me.
My mom is like that.
That thought has
they're
never
gonna
crossed my mind.
Seep into the back of your thighs, into your bloodstream, and then a brain-eating amoeba's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
How is it sharing a bathroom?
That was something that I was very nervous about. Pooping and stuff. I was very nervous. That was honestly my biggest fear about college.
Really?
Give me a lot.
What a life. Your only worry. Mine was nice because I didn't have community bathrooms. I had a suite. So we had like the room here and then the bathroom connecting in a room here. So I felt like I definitely had privacy.
I actually really liked community bathroom. I like saw people in the bathroom. It's like, hey, how's your day? What's it like sharing a small space with another person?
You have to get used to it. It was fine. But obviously you have to, it's awkward at first because you don't necessarily know the person super well. But you get to know them and it ends up being really fun.
I think that it can show you how self-centered you are because you come back in your room and you're like, my room, I want to do what I want and play my music and lay on the floor. And then like you feel like it's yours and your roommate is intruding, but really it's just as much theirs as yours. And so it's a good way if you can humble yourself to be able to learn to be more selfless.
Wow. I wish I had known that.
Yeah, that was good.
Why didn't you ever tell us that?
For me and my roommate were on like pretty much the same schedule because we both played softball. So it wasn't like we ever had a time where you could be alone in the room basically. But it was like a big learning curve having a roommate. But it's not bad. It's kind of fun because you get really close to a person you don't even know. Because I didn't even know before the first day. And now I know her well.
I had a very good roommate experience. They are right that it is kind of weird sharing all in your space with another person, but it teaches you a lot about compromise. And it's a built-in person to help you ask each other anything if you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, if you don't have someone to go eat with, you go with your roommate. Yeah.
Is the first year as scary as they say?
Who is they?
And how scary does it say?
No.
Yeah, I would say no.
It's scary at the beginning.
But it's not as
It's
scary
not
as
like
they say.
They.
I was never scared.
Yeah, I don't think scared
I was like excited.
scary is not the
honestly.
right word.
They make it out to be like very scary and intimidating, but honestly, I was just really excited for it. Freshman year is the most stretching time of your life so far. Do you guys feel like you learned the
Yeah.
most that you've ever, like the most that you've ever grown was it during your freshman year?
I don't think I
Personally.
even learned the most
What are you doing?
academically. It was like I learned the most about myself.
Yeah.
But I did learn a lot academically, but it just kind of pales in.
But going to college wasn't like you deciding like who you really want to be instead of like who you were under your parents.
The choices that you make really become your own choices, and like it's who you are. And
How do you get involved on campus?
Don't be afraid to like be by yourself or like think that, oh, is this gonna be weird? But like
Everybody
I mean, yeah,
is
nobody
freaking out.
cares. Just go find some people to go do stuff with, and if you don't like it, try another thing. If you do like it, stick to it.
And especially a lot of schools will have like fairs, like get involved fairs,
Mhm.
where there's just things everywhere, and it's like really overwhelming because you're like, oh, there's so many things to do. But like, just pick a few or all of them or whatever, and just do them because you never know what you might like. Sometimes you don't always have a friend with you, and that's kind of one of the hardest things. Is like, I'm gonna go to this by myself because I don't have a friend that will go with me.
I would just say, like, if you want to get involved, like, you're going to get involved. Like,
Mhm.
the people that I know that, like, never did anything is because they literally never left their dorm room. But, like, if you do and, like, you are not afraid to show places alone and, like, you get involved with what you want to be involved with, not just what your friends are doing, then, like, you're going to love what you do. But if you sit in your room and wait for someone to knock on your door and carry you to their club, it will not happen.
Yeah.
How do you make friends at school?
It's easy to make friends at college. There's so many different groups of people. Like you can find people who have the same interests as you.
For me, my friends were kind of thrown at me because I played college softball, so I instantly had 20 something people who were my friends, and I lived on the same hall. I lived with softball players, so that's kind of all I knew. And so something for college athletes, one of the biggest things is you're only friends with the people that play that sport or other athletes. So one of the biggest pieces of advice if you're going to play college sports is to find people outside of your team or the athletes, because it's so easy just to be friends with athletes, but it's important to have friends who aren't athletes. And those are hard to make, those friends, because you're on completely different time schedules. But it's important to be able to get away from your team.
How do you stay in touch with your friends?
House party.
House party.
Make a Google Doc, and
Oh,
whenever
yeah.
you're in classes, you just like sit and write about your day and ask other people questions, and then they can get on like whenever they're in class if they want to, and answer your questions and then talk about their day.
I like
It's
that a
good
lot.
because you can look like you're doing important things in class, but really you're
not.
on the dock.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's so fun when like we'll text in our group text and be like, get on the dock, and then like 3 of us are on there at once,
Yeah.
just like typing away.
A lot of people who were friends with people in high school, they found it really hard to stay in touch with people. But I think we did a really good job at it because we prioritized it. I think that was really big for us because it was so important for us to stay friends.
When opportunities come, when you can go visit your friends, like go do it.
Mhm.
But if you're too stressed, like I'm gonna miss this class, like it'll be okay. You have a certain amount of absences, and if you plan it right, you'll be able to take opportunities that come.
Right, like the times that I went to go visit you guys, like those were so needed, and like seeing you guys, I was like, oh man, like it was so refreshing. Yeah, so like take opportunities when they're given to go see your friends, whether it's like going to like a random event at UGA or like anything you're worried about that these people can relate. You just threw up in your mouth. Are you nervous at all?
Yeah,
See, other people are nervous.
but I'm really excited. But just nervous because I don't know exactly everything I'm getting into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one ever does.
Honestly,
Oh, I hope this video helped you guys feel a little bit more prepared for going to college, and I hope that you were informed, because all of us had such different college experiences, and they were all different in different ways, and I hope you could learn from them, whether it's being a IM sports competitor or a non-profit homeless person helper or a, athlete like me or, a sorority girl.
Oh my gosh.
Slash
I knew that was
club
coming.
volleyball starter that we didn't know about that till today. Or, if you're not even in college yet, you can relate to one of us and learn from us. So,
Who can relate? What is that from?
who can relate?
Oh,
What is that? Oh, I don't want to die today. I don't want to die. Who can relate?
Yeah.
Describe freshman year in 3 words.
Growing.
freedom slash independence. That's one word.
Alright guys, hope you guys learned something from this video from these wonderful people who have had all different types of experiences at college.
Don't just trust us, though.
Yep.
Create your own box.
Nice, Taryn. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this at all, hit the subscribe button. Give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below whatever the heck you guys want to. Remember to create. Oh, I got him. Did you see that? I did that. This thing. Create your own box, you guys. We'll see you guys next time. Enjoy college, man.
Go class of 23!
22.
Go
Brownies!
Slowly spinning around and around and round. Slowly spinning around and around and round.
I added that.
I wish I had a sound.
Yeah, I wish I had a sound too.
There's a bit wow or something like that.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good.
I've never done that before.
Ours would just be like, yay, yay, yay! That's our sound effect. It's kind of fun. Ah!
It's just like fun to
Ooh,
I can't take no more. Her tears like diamonds on the floor.
This video is sponsored by Welch's Sparkling Grape Juice, Google Docs, and House.
Oh, we should have told them how we do current views.
Side note, we do this thing called Current Views. We send pictures of what we're looking at. It's a good way to stay in touch with people's lives.
And see what they're doing. Dance slow.
Yeah, we have good music. We'll be good.
Song.
Go.
Just wanna go home, wanna go
Peace out.
wanna go